Morning, guys. It's Coach Scott. Monday morning. Someone's got a case of the Mondays. I think that person is me. Let's see how it goes. We got everyone's here today. This is great. Let's load up the workout. First things first. This is some good news. 239 flat. Look at that. This is a great weekend. 236.6 this morning. Down a total of 8.4 pounds since I started intermittent fasting. It's about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Load up the workout. Today's week 5. Start of week 5. Gotta find our program here. Six weeks beginner. Week 5. Day 1 foundation, hour and 10 minutes. You can see our foundation workouts here are getting a lot harder. Used to be no more green on these suckers, and now we got a little bit of green going in there. Load that sucker up. Head back. 2.5 minutes to go. Guys, I gotta tell you, I didn't sleep. Like 2 hours. 2 hours. I got to bed okay. At 10, we went to bed at 10. Lights out. Didn't mess around on my cell phone. And my dog got up. He's been doing this every night, guys. Every night. He gets up and his nails on the hardwood floor, they wake everybody up. And he's old and he's got to go to the bathroom. And if you don't let him out, pees on the floor. I say it every day because he does it every day. So last night he did it at midnight. Let him out. Every day, midnight, he gets up. I gotta carry him down the stairs. He goes out. It's all wet because it's been raining. So when he comes back in, he's soaking wet. I gotta carry him back up. I couldn't get back to sleep. It's one of those things of just tossing and turning. There's a chance I might have fell asleep at 3 o'clock. It's one of those that you don't know. It didn't feel like I went to sleep, but I might have. I don't know. And then 5 minutes before the alarm rang at 4:30, he starts doing it again. Prancing around the wood floor. Ugh. It's going to destroy me. Anyway, I got to survive the next hour and 10 minutes on about 2 hours sleep. I got that. I got that. All right, I got to kind of adjust my my attitude. Yesterday I rode, I did my my meetup ride for next Wednesday, the 23rd. I'll be leading the meetup ride for USA Triathlon. Oh, I can't believe we're going. Yesterday I tried it out. A couple little tweaks afterwards. But I think it's good to go. I gotta tell you, I'm not liking this 10-minute cooldown at the end. I'm throwing a little fit today. It might be the first time I skip a portion on purpose. Alright, maybe I'll have a better attitude by the end of today's ride. 10-minute cool. I'm gonna talk about it. Alright. The weight loss thing is good though. 236.6. I tell you, I'm supposed to go meet Matt Shore on Saturday up at Lake Placid. Matt, I can see your stuff today on the on the YouTube live stream. For some reason Friday I couldn't see it. So I don't know, Ron, were you trying to do the ride this morning that I set up? I made a couple tweaks to it yesterday, but there was one part towards the end where I used bad grammar, fixed it, and I inserted a couple more things. So the idea with what I did is that I want to live stream. All right, don't worry about it, dude. I think I'm good to go. I didn't exactly give you guys a lot of time. And I got handed in today, so. It's all good. It will be live streaming. I don't want to have to type the whole time while I'm riding, you know. I do that on my Thursday nights, and then when I watch the replay back on the thing, it's like sitting there on my phone the whole time. I don't want to have that during the workout. What happened to Todd? Did we lose Todd? Oh, he's there. He's just warming up. I thought it said 0.0. It said 0.8. Which is what I'm doing too. I'm gonna warm up. I didn't bring my bike to the shop. That's a problem. Didn't do anything this weekend. I mean, I did a lot actually. We drove to New York on Saturday. We had to, family reasons. A lot of climbing today here, Ron. This is for you. Again, the reason we climb on the weekend, or sorry, on these rides, on the workout rides, is that it doesn't really matter how far you go. As long as you do the workout portions, the blocks, you get stars, which equal your experience points. Normally the experience points if you just out riding goes by mile. Obviously, if you're going up steep hills, you're not going to get many miles. So with the experience points going by the workout blocks, you just grab some of the highest hills. You do that so you get your elevation so that you can get the Tron bike. Ron did a nice ride outside. Unfortunately, he didn't get those elevation. Well, he rode like 5,000 feet of elevation outside. Matt did a race yesterday, a gravel race. I think him and his team got lost. Because I checked the weather in Lake Placid on Saturday. For this Saturday, it'll go up. Low of about 30 degrees. A high of 51. That's not fun riding. That's not fun at all. God, I don't even want to talk about swimming. I've actually gone in the water when it was like 45 degrees outside. And I think the water was actually warmer than the outdoor air. It wasn't too bad. It's not, I don't know, it's not optimal, let's just say that. Not optimal. I'm a little concerned about my bike. That's been outside. I'm going to take it down the Keene Descent. Which already scares me to begin with. I like warm-ups. We should just do warm-ups all day. So what I find interesting here today, I don't know if you remember, I think it was Friday's workout. No, I think we did things a little bit out of sync last week with it being Labor Day. Because we did the ride, the Ventu ride on Monday. So it must have been Thursday's day. We did a foundation ride that was 8 minutes, right? 8 minutes in the blue, and then 2 minutes recovery. And it was like this. So this is like 8 minutes. If you look at it that way, it's 8 minutes and 2 minutes. 8 minutes and 2 minutes, right? Except for they didn't give us 10-minute cooldown at the end. And we're done in less than an hour. It's the consistency factor. I don't understand why some workouts have 10-minute cooldown and some have like none. When I build mine, I typically just build in a 5-minute cooldown. Just stay consistent. Alright, here we go. Time to do a little bit of work, I guess. 195. It's pretty good. 2 hours sleep. It's going to be really fun, but whatever. I might go right back to bed after this is over. Triathlon. You're getting me thinking. That might actually be fun. Where's that, Matt? That's not in Lake Placid, is it? It was supposed to be the half week this past weekend. We started getting all the alerts. We were supposed to go. A little squeaky this morning. I should have brought this bike into the shop. I was dumb. that could be a shorter ride for me. New Hampshire? Is it a long one? Let's talk about this when we're done. I didn't make my hotel reservation yet. A sprint. That I could get into. I've actually never done a sprint triathlon. We got our Friday night happy hour coming back this weekend. Friday night, 7:30. Allison Knott's going to be our guest. That's actually what's keeping me from driving out on Friday night. So I got to get up Saturday morning. Let me look that up when we're done. Kind of would like to do a race. It sounds good. I do miss Lake Placid though. Sunday would be even better. I don't know what time I'd have to wake up on Saturday. I might as well, right? Because I don't get any sleep anyway. In this house. We got 5 people watching the live stream today. I think that's a record. Good morning. Wish I was in a better mood. Started the NFL season yesterday. I don't get the Jets games out here a lot of times because we have the Patriots. So yesterday I couldn't watch. And last year I had NFL Network. This year for some reason I don't. Or I don't have Red Zone. I don't know. I don't know if they made it something extra or what. But that was annoying. Usually I get snippets of the game that way, but so the Jets looked hapless, terrible. Can't say I'm shocked. Last year they kept saying how bad their offensive line was, so they redid the whole thing. Got all new guys in there. Same old story. At some point this organization runs out of excuses. But I gotta be honest, I didn't really care that much. When I sit my butt down, I watch all day, but yesterday I didn't. I watched a little bit of the Saints-Bucks game, but even that, I didn't really get into it like I used to. Whether because there's no fans in this thing. It feels, I tell you, the little bit I watch, it feels, someone got a jersey? Oh, Todd got a jersey, kind of one. But the little bit I watched, it felt so phony and contrived. They were like funneling crowd noise as if there were people there and there's no one there. How fake. It just feels fake. And I don't go for the kneeling thing. We don't even talk about it here. It's not the reason why I don't watch. But there's certainly a political edge to it all now. I mean, I just don't like being, I don't know. Just don't appreciate it, I guess. Good work, Todd. I know, Matt, football sucks. Matt doesn't like football, everyone. You're like a ruiner. You're a ruiner. I feel like over the last, yeah, I agree, Matt. Crybabies, they are. They're using their platform for something they really don't have an educated opinion on. They're allowed to have opinions, don't get me wrong. Just if they're going to stand on a pedestal and yell them out, I don't want to listen to them. They have the right to say what they want to say. I have the right not to watch. The Vikings win yesterday, Mike? I don't even know. I think they did. I gotta tell you, I love the game. Love the game. I played it through college. I think there's a lot of lessons there, a lot of life lessons that you can learn. Lessons about teamwork. I mean, it's the only mainstream sport where if an individual doesn't know their job and doesn't perform their job, someone gets physically hurt, which is entertaining for me. So Mike, the ride is next Wednesday. It's the 23rd. I had to hand a workout in today. I'm going to be handing that in. So it's not posted yet. When I get done here, I'm going to register for the ride this Wednesday. I don't know who's doing it. Sorry, Mike. They got rocked, huh? I didn't know that. For some reason I thought they won. Guess I was wrong. Told you I didn't pay attention yesterday. I just know the Jets suck. How many sets do we have left? 1, 2, 3. Alright, 3 sets left. Get a good sweat going. So part of my workout is a 10-minute set in the green at 100 RPM cadence. That's like the workout portion of the workout. That'd be awesome, Matt. That'd be awesome. I think last week's ride had about 65 people, 60 people. I feel like it should be better than that. I don't know if they're not doing a good job promoting it. I'll do a good job promoting it. Yeah, Ed McCaffrey's son. Ed McCaffrey had a brother that played basketball too. He was at Vanderbilt. He was really good. I think he started at Duke and he transferred to Vandy. I think he had a little NBA career. But I remember because when I was a junior in college, which was I think 1990, our basketball team, 90 or 91, our basketball team went to NIT. I went to Siena, which is in Albany, New York. There are 4 teams that went to Madison Square Garden for the Final Four of the NIT. It was Siena, Vanderbilt, Villanova, Kansas State. And I was down on the court because I had a friend of mine who he worked in the ticket office at Siena. So he would give like 4 of us like front row or seats under the hoop. They were awesome. And in the shoot around I had a little chat with what's his name, McCaffrey. I asked him to sign something for him. He said I'll do it after the game, and then after the game he ran away. But it's kind of cool because, like, Villanova is a top-notch program, and I knew a guy that went to Villanova at the time. He didn't even realize that the team was in the NIT, and I think Villanova won it. Nobody from Kansas State was going to fly to New York for the NIT or Vanderbilt. So entire Madison Square Garden was filled with Siena fans. It was insane. More intense than any Knicks game I ever went to. So we played Villanova in round one. We got our butts handed to us. Kerry Kittles was there, and Jason Lawson. They were both decent pros. Kittles was really good. You can sign stuff for me, Matt. As long as you sign it, follow the fat guy. I don't care about your real name. I'm joking. I like this little recovery. 2 minutes. It's nice. It's kind. 3 more of those, huh? Tell you, normally I think this when I wake up. You guys probably feel the same way. I get up at 4:30 and I think to myself, all right, let's just get the ride in, shower, go back to bed. And then I get the ride in, and then when I'm done, I'm up for the day, and I never go back to bed. Today I might go back to bed. Everything's just tired. By the way, we got some big workouts this week. I don't think we have any tempo rides. Tuesday and Thursday are those intermittent threshold rides. They look pretty tough, and I think work. Yeah, sorry, Ron. Ron works. I forgot. Sorry, Ron. I got a lot to do today. I gotta send the workout's done, so I send that today. That'll take me 2 minutes, and then I gotta speak to a group. It's actually like my first sort of legit public speaking type thing. And I gotta do that tomorrow night. So I have like, almost 2 days to sit down and figure out what I want to say. I've been asked to tell my story and open up for questions. I gotta figure out what my story is. But I've done some podcasts where I've kind of laid that out. I don't want to make it all about me either, you know. Let's talk about me for a half an hour. You guys sit there and listen. Let me tell you about one of my favorite topics, me. Sound like fun? So I try my best to entertain the group. Romans, are you a part of Allison's group or no? I don't know. You might be. She's got a great plan. It's like a group. So she's a dietitian. She's our team dietitian. And whenever I have something, when I had this intermittent fasting going on, I talk to her about it. It's weird, you know. The thing is too, and maybe it's because I do the podcast. I try to keep reminding myself that everyone's different and everyone's got their own unique story, and they're great stories. But the I started exercise and lost a lot of weight story, as motivational, inspirational as it could be, if you don't have a new slant to it, it's the same old thing. So the thing is to come up with that slant. Matt's got a slant to it. I mean, doing a freaking Ironman triathlon is no joke. And sometimes, the reason I wanted to have you on, Matt, was, when we did the podcast last time, you were like one of the top listened podcasts of all time. For real. Like your top 5. And on YouTube, I think you're my top, you might even be my top interview. So the thinking is, people want an update, they want a little refresher. They want to know what Kona Guy is doing. And I do believe it's like one of those things where I'm in the podcasting business, I hear these stories all the time, but not all listeners do. And if they can hear one new one, if that new one motivates them to get up and move, it's almost cliche to say, if you help one person, but I think that's true. One person listens, you help one person. Even if they've heard your story before, Matt. How cool is it that something you did can affect some major decisions that other people do? I think that's awesome. And wherever we meet Saturday, we're doing a podcast. So get ready. I think that's true too, Mike. It's kind of like, that's what I do. I tell stories on the podcast. We've had some really good ones lately too. The Sue Reynolds is great. Iron Cowboy is great. The Sue Reynolds one. That, I think, sets an all-time best for most complete transformation. 335 pounds at the age of 60 to world class in her age group. Matt lost a lot of weight. He did Ironman. He ain't competing in his age group. I lost a lot of weight. I did an Ironman. I'm not competing. I'm not even close to competing in my age group. Would I like to one day? That would be awesome. Do I work hard enough to get there? Probably not. And I work pretty hard. Just goes to show how difficult it is. You ever race this year? Yeah, you're like the only one. Now, Mike did a race. Or you mean the Ironman? I don't know what you're talking about. But Mike did a race. Ron went outside over the weekend and climbed the equivalent of Mount Ventoux outside. I'm excited for these 2 minutes of rest up here. Mike, man, you did great in your race. I know it wasn't your expectations. It's been a tough year. You've been working hard. You'll be back. You raced yesterday, yeah. No, that was good. Saw your pictures. It's exciting when people actually get together. You mean? Did you guys wear a mask? I'm sorry. Can't help myself. Two more of these suckers. I am feeling a little run down, I gotta say. I shouldn't be, but I am. I love when an archway just kind of keeps moving forward and forward. You never seem to get there. There we go. Still going uphill, yep. Oh, I've leveled up, baby. Level 33. How you like me now, Matt Shore? By the way, I think I got like 175 miles so far in the challenge. I'm calculating like how many miles I'm riding for the month of September. Trying to get to 400, so I'm kind of on track. I'm a sweaty mess. You ain't gonna catch me this time. Not this winter. Yeah, you probably will. I don't do those 5-hour rides that you do. And I don't have a full on the schedule for next year either, so no reason for me to. They said it's tiring me out. This is lack of sleep. I sweat and spit my sweat all over the computer. The only thing with my miles, Matt, is we've been doing these hills every day. So the equivalent, probably a lot more miles, probably about the same as you. I mean, doing Mount Ventoux, 15 miles in 2.5 hours. Being on flat ground, probably at least, 40 miles. Getting a little faded here on the screen, a little bit. That's what the Zwift does. It's like they know. I tell you, my hip hurts too. I tell you, Matt, we're worth what we did. So we had 4 of us, and we did 2.5 minute intervals. Everyone just kind of going out hard for 2.5 minutes, one at a time, then rest for 7.5 minutes. So we got up, I think our net time was 2:15 for just Mount Ventoux, which is pretty fast up that mountain. I know doing it on my own would be like 4.5, 5 hours. I don't see myself doing that hill on my own. Yeah, I was crying. It's still up there. I leave it up there. That's legit. These guys picked me up for a set. I was gonna throw up. I might throw up this next block. I don't think grown men cry like a baby. They cry like another word that starts with B. I'd give you that one. The funny thing was, those guys took one of my shifts, and then afterwards I was kind of fine. For whatever reason, smack dab in the middle, I just lost it. I needed an extra little set of rest. (1,300 feet of elevation. We got a second hill we climbed today. I think this track, this course, I think is 4 hills. And it's really just, it's 2 hills, but it's up and back. Either side. We lost Ron. I don't know if he's done or if he's got Wi-Fi issues. That seems to happen to him a lot. I know. Matt and I did a course in France. And we got a Strava KOM. But there was a glitch. There was a glitch in the matrix that day. We think it was adding up our power and converting it to speed instead of just doing it separately. That goes to show how strong some people are, that they actually add up our power, combine it, and someone was able to beat that. Hey, you know what? I tell you, I don't know what it is. You see how my cadence got really high there? We just crested the hill. Why did that happen? We're in workout mode. So resistance shouldn't have changed. It just feels like it changed. Roman's got the jersey. You did get up at 3:30, man. That's incredible. I give it to you for that. Alright, this is ending this fourth set. You got 1 minute after this. Sorry, 1 minute, one more. A little delirious. Thursday ride, I mean, it's a kind of like a do whatever you want to do ride. If you want to ride it hard, you can ride it hard. But if you want to pay attention to the conversation, you can ride it easy. You get some good miles in. And it's kind of casual. And I find it good because it's like you're on there for almost an hour. You burn a lot of calories and you don't feel like you're on there for an hour. Yeah, I like the in-person podcast. I've done a few in the past. I'm trying to decide how much of my equipment to bring up. Ugh. I had to make it easier on myself. But I was setting up a gazillion cameras, trying to get a bunch of angles. Westfield, you're not far, man. That's the start of the path right there, where I ride. I've only ridden it once this summer with my kids. We didn't go very far. It's the only time my bike was on the road. I've gone on the road with my daughter, but I've ridden my wife's bike. So I didn't want to take mine off the trainer. And then one time I took mine off the trainer, when I popped it back on, I had to like tweak some things because it wasn't very smooth. So I don't like taking it off. Alright, 8 more minutes of work. Feeling a little queasy. Trying to make it through. I should be able to make it through. Here is the empty stomach. I'm still doing the fasting today. I'm probably about 14 hours into my fast. I stopped eating yesterday around a little after 4. So I'm not well fueled. I don't have good sleep. Just get these 2.5 minutes done and then worry about the next 5 after that. Legs are hurting. I might do that, Matt, Friday rest day. It's an optional ride, I think, for us here. So I might take the option. We'll see how it goes. I haven't missed one really yet. I missed one, but I made up for it. Maybe find Ventu.
I've been doing weekend rides, so. I think I'm more worried about driving for 4 hours and then getting out of the car and riding. I'm gonna be tired. Yeah, this one's tough. Later on. I appreciate you getting the hard part done. I'm tired. It was a struggle. I will not be doing Lake Placid twice. That is go show. Oh, you can't talk me into doing 2 loops. I'll tell you right now. After one, I'm going to be dying. I remember what it felt like finishing one at 220 pounds last year. And I'm at 236 now. Like climbing back from Wilmington is just a monster. Minute and a half can't go by fast enough. There's the archway. If I cannot pedal and get all the way from Wilmington to Lake Placid, maybe we'll do two. All right. See, now we got 12 minutes here to just do nothing. Frustrating. Yeah, headwind's more like it. By the way, our lag here is like really big today. It's almost a full minute. Like 45 seconds. Or else, maybe I'm seeing things. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's 10 seconds. I'm delusional again. Even the cool down is hurting me. It's no sleep, no eat. That's what that is. Would I rather climb Whiteface Toll Road? By the sound of it, no. But I gotta look at it. I tell you, I'd rather do anything right now than go down Keene Descent. That's my worst one. So if you want to drive me to Whiteface Toll Road and go with that, I'll give it my best shot. I'll probably have to do a lot of walking just by the sound of it. Tampa. My dad's in Sarasota, Todd. Not too far, about 45 minutes south. I fly into Tampa all the time. Todd doesn't watch the YouTube, he doesn't know. Mike, I think it was actually weirder seeing Cam Newton in the Patriots gear than it was seeing Brady in the Bucks. Just so used to seeing New England with him there. And Brady and Newton's just a whole other. He's a whole other weapon. That first drive they had, I think the first 2 plays they ran with Newton. That's something they never did. They didn't have the capability of doing the last 18 years or whatever it was. That could work, Matt. We'll talk about it. Game day decision. Teams will figure who out? Newton? He'll figuring that guy out. When he's healthy, he runs. It's just something you can't account for. The only thing is, he's got no receivers there. Edelman is not the same. Ever since he got caught doing the juice. No one really talks about that. He had a crappy year last year. The year after he got caught. And everyone's treating him still like he's something special. He's an average receiver. The things that happen to like guys like Lamar, it just takes one pop, one knee injury, and his whole game is gone. And maybe he'll get lucky. But age usually catches up to running quarterbacks a lot faster than it does to pocket passers. I mean, I wish the guy well. He's a phenomenal talent. And guys like Steve Young, he was a running quarterback. He had a great career after his knee blew out. So it's not like it's impossible. This cool down is ridiculous. The Bolts played the Bengals. Did they win? I saw the last I saw it was 7-3. They were losing. But I didn't really pay attention. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater, believe it or not, I don't think he was that much of a running quarterback. He wasn't that fast. Deceptively quick. By the way, Teddy Bridgewater is going to have a good year. I'm excited for that guy. That poor guy, man. He was looking like he was going to be the franchise for years in Minnesota. Then he gets hurt. In Minnesota, who had a good year? That Houston quarterback from University of Houston. He came in and had a good year. Then they send Bridgewater to the freaking Jets and bring in Kirk Cousins. And the Jets, of course, they're just gonna botch whatever they, Probably the Jets' best free agent signing in the last 10 years. Teddy Bridgewater. And what do? They spit him right back out and they trade him to the Saints for a 3rd round pick. I don't even know who that became. But, I mean, Sam Darnold, he's been given a lot of leash here. And he's had a crap offensive line. And he's had a pretty, they say he's had a weak receiving core, but I would say it's not that weak. It hasn't been that weak. He hasn't had a lot of time to throw. It just looks like, I mean, they rotate the whole offensive line, and you still can't get Le'Veon Bell running. You can't get him going. I mean, he's over the hill and done, which could be. You know, a lot of these guys, they sign the contract, they get that guaranteed money, and then in the off season, it's like, workout? What's working out? I got $40 million. I don't need to work out. The problem is, guys like Le'Veon Bell, they don't really like football, but they love money. They talk the talk, and I gotta tell you, he's actually, when it comes to talking the talk, he could have been a lot worse. I feel like he just handed over his social media to his agent and their team, because he doesn't say a lot of stupid stuff on social media. He's actually a pretty good guy. But the way he kind of cried his way out of Pittsburgh, you know he's capable. And the way he's performed so far in a year and one game, it's been pathetic to say the least. I think I don't even know if he's had a 100-yard game. And this guy was like a surefire Hall of Famer there for a few minutes. I think it's 4 or 5 years, 60 million, but 40 I think was guaranteed. Cousins at least, he seems to care. He's still decent. See Arthur, give me a ride on there. Arthur, good morning. See you Thursday night. Alright, I think we're done here. I am tired. Good work, guys. I might go back to bed. I might take myself up on that offer. Come on. Help going uphill. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you in the morning tomorrow. Hopefully I get some sleep.